Zacharias looks not too amused by this remark. But yeah, he keeps looking at the Minotaur and smiling.
At the Minotaur, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is getting awkward. I'm leaving.
The instruction Zacharias gives it is basically stand here and stand guard. If something attacks it, it should attack back.
Right. Defend yourself.
Defend yourself.
Cash is not creepy.
Assuming, of course, that any do-gooders would not like to just walk past an armed, skeletal, blood-dripping monster, but will act hostile.
Yes.
Yes. That's probably a good assumption to make.
After that, Zacharias will make his way over to the cell over here.
Right. You'll find some Halthus standing here, looking for the little shoot at the man. Smiling, sort of,
Has he done or said anything?
He has asked multiple times why he can't leave or who we are, why we are doing this to him. I have told him nothing.
Good. Looks over. We are ready to begin. Bring him in. So Zacharias measures time. In hours' time, bring him to the 3rd floor.
Looks like. How would I get to the 3rd floor? Am I allowed to enter?
Yes, you are allowed to enter into the hallway, but no further. You should stand directly inside the door. Yes.
Let's note, remember, we can't actually get into the 3rd floor from the 3rd. We can't get into like the sanctum from the 3rd floor.
We can. Oh no! Yes. I completely forget. I always think like, oh yeah, Vexter and Hexter is there, so that's the entrance. But yeah, you're completely correct. I completely forget that we have a staircase.
We're caving up.
In the caves. Yeah. No, change that. You take him to the caves.
The caves? Yes. Alright. Where in the caves would you like me to meet you?
Take him close to my summoning chamber in the caverns.
He sort of grins as he hears this, and then looks and grins at the man. Did you hear that? The summoning chamber in the caves. Says he then. That's alright. I will do that then. Yes.
Good.
He'll be there.
Excellent. Carry on
You
then.
want him immediately?
In an hour's time.
Carry on with what?
He looks at the man. I have an hour with you. Did you hear that? Yes, you will wish for time to go faster than it does.
Zacharias smiles as he leaves him. Oh, don't permanently damage him. We need him somewhat intact.
How intact?
Well, he should be alive and conscious. If he has some bones broken, I don't think it matters much.
Sort of has a glimmer in his eye. Oh, does that mean I'm allowed to take him out for a while?
Yes, a little while. Consider it a reward.
He smiles and nods. And goes to fetch the keys.
I see we picked a good torturer.
He has a national affinity.
You should change that Captured Hunter to in Panic.
Panic Hunter. Zacharias then visits the tavern.
You will find Kyron still talking to the barkeeper, instructing him for the 5th or 6th time that he wants meat every day. Even breakfast.
Meat
Roasted and grilled and everything.
The barkeep will tell Karen that he has seen those buckers down there, and perhaps they could catch some very interesting types of meat.
Oh, that is a great suggestion.
Out in the forests, hunting. Because what we can get from Farhold is mostly like goat and cow and oxen.
Yes.
Deer even. But perhaps there are some interesting lizards and rodents and whatnot that usually aren't found. Perhaps if some live specimens could be caught as well, we could use the dojo room, maybe put them in a cell and have some sort of fight. We could bet on which of the animals would win, and then we could roast the loser for dinner.
Well, that is something to think about, but I don't feel comfortable eating the loser. I would much rather eat the winner. Clearly, he's better.
Perhaps you should eat the winner, and we, the rest, can share the loser.
That might be a good idea. I like your thinking.
Or perhaps let the winner eat the loser and then eat it.
Yes.
That way they get fattened up a bit. He sort of smiles.
Yes.
That is
Perhaps.
so disturbing.
If you don't feed a boar for a couple of weeks, it will eat a snake. Or a mouse, or rats, or whatever else.
Another boar.
Yes, anything, if it's hungry enough. Just smile.
Aaron doesn't notice Sakurai standing there. He's too busy thinking about meat.
Sakurai considers leaving.
The man sort of begins to go into a little bit about how to make animals that usually won't fight. Then you sort of notices Zacharias and his eyes move there. Perhaps Chiron sees his eyes sort of move towards Zacharias.
Oh, well. Welcome to the tavern. I'm not sure if you've been here before, but turned out quite nice, don't you think?
Torres looks around and nods. Yes, it seems comfortable enough. Looks over to the barkeep. And how is...
bows deeply.
Zacharias, the slightest inclination to his head. And nods to the barkeep. Yes, and is everything up and running here? We can start serving everything correctly?
Yes, everything is up and running. We should be able to start cooking immediately if necessary. I will, of course, do it myself. If there's anything the good Lord would prefer, then I do take requests.
Zacharias smiles. I have a certain fondness for fish. It reminds me of, it seems to recall, where I once lived. There were streams there and we used to catch a lot of fish. That would be a something I would prefer.
With dear Lord Chiron here eating a lot of meat, I think we would have enough fish to spare to produce some quite delicious dishes.
Yes, well, if he wants to eat fish, then let him. I don't care much for fish. There's no bones.
Zacharias starts to explain that fish have indeed bones if you just feel with your tongue and not just swallow it whole. But considers the better of it and doesn't say anything. He looks over to Chiron. We are ready to start in 1 hour. Would you care to meet us in the caverns? I think we all should be present.
Very well. I will meet you there in an hour. I still have things to discuss with my, minion here.
No
as he
doubt.
Smiles. But so far he is proving quite knowledgeable and useful. I am pleased.
Zacharias nods. Good. I'm looking forward to the fish already.
Just bows again. Seems to have no problem with licking anyone's boots, as long as it in some way could come back positively to him.
After that, Zacharias visits the Hall of Marcus.
You will find him sparring with some kind of squire-looking dudes. He'll instruct them to practice among themselves and come over to talk to Zacharias.
He nods. Marcus.
Zacharias.
We are ready to begin in 1 hour's time.
Excellent. Where are we meeting?
I have instructed the hunter to be taken to the caverns. We will take him from there.
Very well.
I He looks at Marcus. Do you have any hesitation for what we're about to do? Given your faith.
I am not exactly looking forward to summoning a demon lord. What?
Yeah, he clears his throat.
Oh. Well, in one way or another. The task we're about to perform is not one that I look forward to performing, but it must be done.
Zacharias nods. Yes, indeed. We just want to make sure that we won't have to, well, fight each other over this.
Yes. Well, you won't have to worry about me.
Very well. 1 hour then, in the caves.
1 hour. I will see you then.
Zacharias walks up to the throne and teleports. Where's Sirius?
In his room.
Not in my room. Well, I'm in
But
front of
But there's a do not disturb on his door.
Zacharias does not care for this.
Get
You'll
out of
probably
my
come down
room!
here. This room has got probably a very strong door on it. It's stands out.
Zacharias will wave 2 fingers and produce a knock on the door as he approaches.
Probably one of my minions will open it and bow to you as you're arriving.
Zacharias will step inside.
Ah, Zacharias. Good to
Sirius.
see you. How is everything going?
Quite splendidly. I have installed the Minotaur downstairs. He is currently guarding the first floor entrance.
I hope he's effective.
We shall soon see. I'm quite sure. We could, of course, pit him against some of the... Zacharias looks around. The ones who fail us. That might be amusing.
It could be. Azurius kind of quickly looks over to his 1 or 2 minions in the room and then looks back to you.
I think we are ready to begin, Sirius. I have instructed the Flayer to take the prisoner to the caverns in 1 hour.
Very well, I shall finish up the blueprints I'm drawing, take them to my room, and then meet you in the caverns.
Very good.
Is there anything else you need?
Not for the moment, I think. Do you know where Lady Cash is?
Lady Cash? I'm not sure. She's not in her room?
No, I only saw dark bark inside.
What about the alchemy lab?
You were in my room?
Peeked into the door.
You see a very angry dog looking at you. He's enraged. He's enraged.
Did you check the alchemy lab, possibly?
No, I didn't. But I
It's possible she'd be working on the golem.
Oh, yes.
Or her poisons.
That is
One of
quite possible. Very well, see you in an hour. And let's travel from the throne down again. And oops. And once again, produce a knock on the door as he approaches.
Cash just says, enter. What can I do for you?
I think we are ready to begin the ritual, Lady Cash.
Then a very angry snake comes to you.
That's a very angry snake. Zacharias looks
But it is.
warily at the snake. But
Don't worry. Yes. It's pretty new. I'll have to get used to her at some point.
Well, familiar.
For the moment. I remember I told you I had a tumor. Well, that's her.
Zacharias looks at the snake. I see. Well, the alchemist trade is a fascinating one, no doubt.
Yes, well, she stays here until she becomes more powerful and turns into something else.
Interesting. Looking forward to it already, Lady Cash. But yes, we are ready to begin, I think. I've instructed the Flayer to bring the prisoner to the caverns in 1 hour.
Sounds good. Any idea how we're gonna do it? Just slit his throat?
Yes, we are to sacrifice him on the altar. That should be
Yeah,
straightforward enough.
The Dirges does state how one just sacrifice to Richard Kelly.
Cool. Well, see you in an hour then.
Indeed.
And just to say, when you sacrifice to Vetricali, you place the victim upon the altar, you cut out his heart while he's still alive, and you place it in one of the bowls that the statue of Vetricali is holding.
Sounds like something for Chiron to do.
Oh, Cash is better at stuff like that.
Chiron
Okay,
would disagree.
Cash is more
No, Cash can
careful.
do it.
Chiron kind of just like chops things into pieces.
That's true. That's true. Cash.
Removing the heart while the victim is still alive.
You'll see Azurus examining the Minotaur.
The Minotaur stands dumbfounded, looking straight at the entrance.
Durr.
It's splint mail and its great axe.
It's dripping, by the way.
It is. Do you like my handiwork?
It's fascinating how something this old could be. Well, such a good method of blocking a front door.
He is quite imposing. I've instructed him to defend himself if he should be attacked, thinking that any do-gooders that enter this place would probably attack him on sight.
Well, that is good.
If nothing else, he is durable enough to sustain quite the amount of damage before actually perishing. I would be quite surprised if any normal adventurer would have any luck against him at all, actually.
That's good to note. And at least if you feel he's becoming outdated, we can always fix the weapon he has. Gives him a slightly better one.
Oh, yes. Indeed. Well, I shall prepare for the ritual. I'll see you
I
in
shall-
the caverns.
I'll be coming down with you. Zacharias and Azurius
What
enjoying
is
the
he
cave.
doing in there? Malachi, what is he doing in my forge?
Cash is not there. She
I
doesn't know.
don't think we want to know.
So what I want to know, why is your dog enrage?
No, he is not going in there. That's Cash. He is not going in there.
Hmm?
Where did he go?
You don't know?
He's going towards the Minotaur.
Here, attack that for me.
That would be unwise.
You know, showing the man what happens down at the summoning circle. Although the man only has one eye now.
Ew.
Is he alive? That's the big question.
Yes, he is.
Fine.
Doesn't want to be, but yes.
It's fine. If he comes near to death, I can just like positive energy him before we sacrifice him.
Should teach healing spells to the Flayer, so we can keep them alive forever.
That's an interesting thought, actually.
That's what he's good at already.
Yes,
That's
but
his,
making sure he doesn't
strength.
accidentally overdose his victims would be good.
So he pushes it through here.
Ah,
Here
I
he
see the guest
comes.
of. I see the guest of honor has arrived.
So, stands here with him. I've taken good care of him. He should not fight back in any way.
Zacharias looks at the man. Nods. Good. Excellent work, Althus.
So all he misses is an eye.
Yeah, it seems like there's a burn mark where it should be. Now, of course, he does wear clothes, but he's sort of walking limply around.
I see you have done your job quite well. We are pleased.
It was my pleasure, really.
Zacharias smiles. Very well then. We shall not make the prolong this too long, I think. He looks around. Well, let's take care of our guest. Halthus, you can return to your chambers.
We will try and get you some more live subjects another time.
With pleasure, my lords.
Now, up we go, I guess.
Yes, let's start the ascent.
What do you think? I feel having like Marcus in front and Karen right behind him.
Yep.
So the order would be like this. Sorry for moving your tokens, but like this going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Both of you with weapons drawn. Does he obey?
Yeah, well, yes. He does not seem to be in really any state to really to fight you or to
Is he-
fight anything
Was
anymore.
he scared with a 30 intimidate?
He's
Yeah,
very,
I
very
will-
scared, and he's been so for probably a long time. Yes.
And then we've got we've got this team here, and we've got the main, and we've got like probably the team that we're actually doing like this ritual, the team that'll be getting sacrifices.
Right.
That's so upsetting. I rolled a 1 on my intimidate.
We start the ascension then.
He's still intimidated, though.
So everyone up to the 3rd floor.
Walk up here. As you walk into this sort of stair here, you begin to hear from the other room, of course, Hexor and Vex are growling as they come to the door, prepared to pounce on whoever enters.
Hexor.
Zacharias opens the door with authority.
They sort of cower and step back in respect.
Yes, you should let us pass, indeed.
Oh god, where are we? I can't move the guy. We left him down in the caverns.
Oh, he runs and escapes.
Damn it!
That's rather difficult with an anti-paladin to his front and a barbarian to his back.
Yeah.
I'm not a barbarian.
He looks at the.
Do you have levels in barbarian?
And
Yes.
whispers something without any sound coming out. Should bring him up.
The beautifully crafted sang.
Oh, yes. I should put a vortex or something here to illustrate
we've
the
already
storm.
It's already like it's already like a storm thing here, isn't it? So it's like
I know we should have a vortex here.
black hole.
I don't know, it's a magic thing, like thunder and stuff, but yeah. Very well, Zacharias will move towards the altar. He'll open up the dirges of Apollyon.
Right.
And let's see here.
In line, Marcus. We want to make sure this is. At least we look.
And yes, we wait quite intently for the stroke of midnight.
Sure. The stroke of midnight.
Let's see here. Do we have the? Is there the actual prayer? Was that somewhere around here?
I have been looking. I don't think it has the actual one.
We do the prayer. In other words.
Yes.
Would Zacharias really want to be the one reading the prayer?
Zacharias wouldn't care. He can certainly read the prayer.
So
But,
we
you know,
don't-
you're not the best divine.
No, that's true. If Azurius wants to do it, certainly.
I mean, Azurius has no issue with God to God. He'll
This
read
is
if you
the
wish.
one. This is the one begging for Richard Kelly's forgiveness, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, if needed, Azurius will begin. We'll do the prayer right on the stroke of midnight.
But we don't have a clock that makes strokes.
Quiet,
don't
you!
Have any clock.
You misunderstand. Magic is a very good method for this.
It's, you know. Yeah, go ahead then. I'd like if you actually are creative enough, you can sort of come up with a bit of a prayer yourself. We can
One second, I
assume that it's slightly longer, but if you have some sort of cool thing to say, that would be a cool way to say
One
it.
second. I need to just check a little bit on Vetricali then, so I can get some inspiration.
He is a demon lord of demon prince of plague and disease and rot and decay and pain. He likes to see people die from plague, and generally suffer, and he serves the pale horseman, the horseman of pestilence. And you're supposed to beg for his forgiveness for what you've done.
What have we done?
It doesn't really say there, but you must assume that this is some prayer for when you have failed.
Hmm.
I really don't like that dude that tortures. He is so creepy.
What do you think is a little opening bit?
Yes. By his blood we show our repentance.
You hear the silent night outside, the whirling, the vortex, sort of little bit of sort of crackling.
Zacharias nods, looks over at the Sirius. We shall start the chanting. As he picks up a ladle and starts scooping up unholy water to pour over the sigil.
As the service will begin.
As the holy water touches the sigil, it sort of evaporates almost instantly, with a sort of a hiss and sizzling sound. Yeah. Then say the words and.
Vetrakali, Prince of the Horsemen, Prince of Plagues, we beg for your forgiveness with merciless pain and suffering, sacrificing one in your name. By his blood we show our repentance.
More unholy water on the sigil.
It continues to sizzle and boil.
I guess we repeat this to the duration.
Yes, we repeat this. Zacharias will join into the chanting.
Marcus will as well.
Vetrakali, Prince of the Horsemen, Prince of Plagues, we beg for your forgiveness with merciless
pain and suffering,
sacrificing one in your name.
One in your name. By his blood we show
our
our
repentance.
Splash of holy water. Unholy.
Yep.
Holy water. That might end well.
I think it was unholy, wasn't it?
It is unholy.
It is unholy. Be very bad about holy water, that's right.
So when am I gonna cut this dude's heart off?
I guess it's like right.
You should do it. You should now under the chanting here, while we pour in water.
Cass will gracefully cut open his rib cage.
Well, he screams, of course.
And
it seems that his tongue is curled up around some possibly hot iron slack or something. He sort of screams, and there's a gurgling sounds, of course, as you cut through the chest plate.
We increase the volume of the chanting.
She carefully removes the heart with the help of her dagger, and while it's still beating, holds it up for Vetrakali. And basically blood everywhere.
Place it in which one of the three balls?
I don't remember if
look
that...
at the statue.
Don't mess this up!
Oh,
It should be for the bowl of vigilance. For we're asking for his mercy.
Okay, so the ball of vigilance.
The lower one. As you place the heart, you hear a voice, very alien and of pure malice, speak in abyssal. I hear. And just like that, the earth shakes, and you hear a thunderous sound as the scream of the man, or sort of the volume of the screams are turned to extreme proportions, and you see that outside the sort of vortex whirls and fights as if something's trying to break through it, and then suddenly a green beacon of green, unholy, sort of ghostly green flames flare up into the sky, coloring the sky of almost as far as you can see in almost a ripple of dark blackened energy. You see the plants outside, they wither and die and sort of fall down. And flames, green flames can be seen in the forest outside, lit by this. The shaking makes some of the stones crack and sort of give way. They don't collapse, but the shake is strong enough to surely be felt all the way into Farhold. That's a great earthquake. Outside, you see what appears to be small wraith spawn begin to sort of swirl around the vortex, and you hear maniacal sort of laughter, and a combination of laughter and sort of pain screams of what sounds like distant mortals. And it seems that now the horn has shifted its appearance rather dramatically to something like this.
A chemical golem?
The horn of Golabadon.
I think we're gonna see a picture soon.
Yeah, I know.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
goodness.
Well,
Wow.
kind
Yeah.
of pretty.
We have called forth the darkness.
On the bright side, we can see where the cave's entrances are now.
Oh yeah! I can see my house.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And on the other side, you can see what it used to look like.
Mm.
It's quite dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this won't at all attract goodly heroes, right?
If there
I
was a
don't know,
hope of
actually,
ever
to be fair,
keeping the horn a secret, now that secret is surely out. And whoever seeks for it can simply follow the eerie glow of the sort of green flame shooting up into the sky.
But two things to say.
It is the beacon that will lead Vitricali through the void.
One,
And it has
certain,
been lit.
Just saying, one, certain people might be a little bit scared to come here with this much, like, death energy around it. But two, what's the largest illusion that Zacharias can make?
Nothing that big, sadly.
You can't make one to cover the entire mountain.
Nope.
Still image a
Just
mountain,
make
yeah.
the whole mountain's invisible.
Still, yeah, there's something like Elminster might do, but not Zacharias.
How sad. We need to get a better illusionist.
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
You're not really an illusionist, you're a lot more as a void.
We keep chanting during all of this, of course.
Yes. Even though you cannot hear your own voices.
Yes.
I guess as Kyron and Marcus can just, like, see this, like, everything changing outside.
Yeah, and feel the shaking. It becomes hard to stand. And,
If it becomes that big of a problem, Zeus will just start floating with his wings.
and then after a while, feels like some very long minutes, it all sort of calms down. And there's now sort of the residual green fire is here. Perhaps now it's not as visible. The torrent into the sky that colored it for all to see in all directions is now gone, but the horn itself still stands out quite heavily from the rest of the spires here. will surely not be hard to find.
So here's a question. Well, then, do you think the Knights of Valerian will notice?
I think everyone will notice.
Zacharias, when the ritual is complete for this.
If you have Arcana, you can do a bit of a check looking at the green green
Do they have
energy.
the Arcana?
Aha. I have
Yes.
Arcana.
I'd much rather religion, but okay. I give +2 to someone. I give +2 to Zacharias.
Chiron and Zacharias would both be able to understand that with this green flame here, it is sort of here to one connect to the void, but also it prevents teleportation and the sending of any sort of magical information. If you are already inside, you can teleport around inside the flame, meaning inside the horn, and send messages there, but you cannot send it from outside the horn into the horn. You cannot teleport from outside the horn and into the horn. It blocks all such attempts.
So no wizard can teleport into the sanctum. That's good to know.
Yes, that is very good to know. They can only come through the entrances. Is
Which they will,
Oh
I
yes,
suspect.
we have called forth darkness, my friends. And soon the heroes of light will no doubt swarm to our location to try to stop us.
Well, we beg. Well, we don't know. At least it's not that long, is it? It's only another 665 prayers to go.
Zacharias snorts. Indeed. Indeed.
And then we have a new issue.
Perhaps at that point we have learned enough of Vitricali to survive that encounter.
Actually, well, we have one issue with that, definitely. The other issue was getting out, though thinking if Vitricali is out, that won't actually be a problem.
I doubt he will want to stay in the material plane. I am sure when we have released him from his void prison that he wants to stalk the abyss once again.
True, but I have a feeling he might want to take out a few Mithrin followers first.
Oh, be my guest, I say.
I mean, I'm sure they'll be at the front doors just as we're finishing off anyway.
We shall see. Is
Always have
the vortex still going?
Yes.
Okay.
And it seems to have been now be much more energetic, and it has quite a bit of sort of infusion of what seems to be sort of a almost a captive lightning storm. Very volatile.
Could we draw lightning from that for the golem?
You could attempt to.
Oh, that's interesting.
Negative lightning. This would be good.
Yes, we should perhaps take care of the brain.
Oh yeah, Cash has brought a jar and Craig opens his head and takes the brain into a jar.
Scoops it out.
Ready and bloody.
Lady Cash, we better rush down to the alchemy chamber and make sure that's preserved.
Yes, indeed.